In ancient Persia, Esther, a young Jewish woman, became queen. When a royal official named Haman plotted to destroy the Jews, Esther's cousin Mordecai urged her to act. Though approaching the king uninvited could mean death, Esther bravely risked her life. She revealed her identity to the king and exposed Haman's scheme. The king listened, saving Esther's people and punishing Haman. Esther's story teaches that courage and faith can make a difference, even in the face of danger. Her bravery reminds us to stand up for what is right, no matter the cost. Imagine a shepherd with 100 sheep. One day, he notices that one sheep is missing. Instead of staying with the 99, he leaves them safely behind and searches tirelessly for the lost one. When he finally finds it, he lifts it onto his shoulders, rejoicing with all his heart. Jesus told this story to show that every person is precious to God. No matter how lost we may feel, we are never forgotten. The parable reminds us that love and compassion reach out to the lost, celebrating every return with joy and acceptance. Long ago, after the Great Flood, humanity spoke one language and settled on the plains of Shinar. United in ambition, they began building a massive tower to reach the heavens, seeking to make a name for themselves. But God saw their pride and recognized that unchecked ambition could lead them astray. To humble them, he confused their language, making it impossible to understand one another. The people scattered across the earth, abandoning the tower. This story teaches the importance of humility, reminding us that unity should honor, not challenge, our Creator. Long ago, the world was filled with violence and corruption, causing God to grieve over humanity. Among all people, Noah was found righteous and faithful. God warned Noah of a coming flood that would wipe out all life, instructing him to build a massive ark and gather his family in pairs of every animal. Noah obeyed without hesitation, working for years despite mockery. When the rains came, the ark sheltered Noah, his family, and the creatures. After the flood, God promised never to destroy the earth by water again. This story teaches us about faith, obedience, and hope. Imagine a young man who asks his father for his share of the inheritance, then leaves home and squanders it all on reckless living. When a famine hits, he's left destitute and desperate. Realizing his mistake, he returns home, hoping for forgiveness. Instead of anger, his father welcomes him with open arms and a grand celebration. The story of the Prodigal Son reminds us that no matter how far we stray, forgiveness and redemption are always possible. It teaches us about grace, unconditional love, and the power of second chances. Long ago, God called Jonah to go to Nineveh and warn its people to change their ways. Instead, Jonah tried to escape by sailing away. A fierce storm struck, and Jonah was thrown overboard, swallowed by a huge fish. Inside the fish for 3 days, Jonah prayed and repented. God showed mercy, and the fish released Jonah safely. Jonah then delivered God's message to Nineveh, and the people repented. God forgave them, showing that mercy is given to all who truly turn from their wrongs. This story teaches us about forgiveness, compassion, and second chances. In ancient Israel, the Philistine army sent out their champion, Goliath, a giant over 9 feet tall, to challenge the Israelites. While seasoned warriors trembled, a young shepherd named David stepped forward. Armed only with his sling and 5 smooth stones, David faced Goliath, confident that God would help him. As the giant mocked him, David declared his faith. He slung a stone, striking Goliath in the forehead and defeating him. David's victory teaches us that true strength comes not from weapons or size, but from unwavering faith and courage in the face of adversity. During a time of severe drought and famine in ancient Israel, the prophet Elijah followed God's command to hide by the brook Cherith. With no food or water in the land, Elijah trusted in God's promise to provide. Each day, ravens brought Elijah bread and meat, and he drank from the brook. Despite the harsh circumstances, Elijah's needs were met in the most unexpected way. This story highlights the importance of trusting God's provision, even when resources seem impossible. It teaches us that faith can carry us through the toughest moments, knowing help may come from unlikely sources. In ancient Israel, a man journeyed from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers, left beaten and half dead. A priest and a Levite, both respected religious figures, saw him but passed by on the other side, offering no help. Then a Samaritan, considered an outsider by the Jews, stopped. He tended the man's wounds, placed him on his own donkey, and took him to an inn paying for his care. Jesus told this story to teach that true neighborly love knows no boundaries. Compassion and mercy define a neighbor, not background or status.